Hey there, Wondering Watchers. I'm Sony Golden for The Vibe is Golden. Welcome to this special titillating edition of Tabloid Tarot, which unveils celebrity secrets in love, dating, and supercoupling that are bound to hit the tabloids, and old scandals that still cause a stir. In today's titillating tabloid tarot, we're taking a peek at the failed marriages of one of America's hunkiest actors. We are tossing Brad Pitt's marriages to Jennifer Aniston and Angelina Jolie into the spotlight to be tabloid tarot. But before we dive into Brad's relationships with his ex-wives, let's see what sensational headline we have about Brad's current relationship with Ines de Ramon to see if she might become the next Mrs. Pitt. We have free spirit, transformation, continue, success, and merit making. It also says goodness, humanness, and morality. So it seems like that Brad is really putting in an effort to have some like honesty and integrity in this relationship. And with this free spirit and transformation, it could be that Brad is kind of trying, not necessarily trying, but he is someone that's kind of has been single and free to see whoever he wants, and it seems like maybe either his feelings or his priorities are changing, and this relationship, there's like stability with these like Lego blocks kind of building up in this continue card, kind of building towards like success and something that's positive for him. So let's explore the titillating tidbits of these love stories. I'm using the Housewives Tarot for this reading because it seems fitting. Okay, so let's take a look at Brad's feelings for his current lady, Ines. We have the Seven of Pentacles. So it seems like, he is seeing this like continue, like it's building up. It's something that he's investing in and kind of, hopeful about, what comes from it. I'm going to clarify this. We have the Three of Pentacles. So it seems like, for him, his feelings are kind of built on how, like, what she's providing to him. A sense of like, he feels like she could help him build more of a future that he wants. I'm just noticing this person has like a hammer under here, under this shelf that's like providing stability. So I'm going to pull one more card. We have the Four of Wands. So it's like, it seems like it is kind of building and growing. At first, it's kind of like practical, maybe making sure that she fits in with the crowd, or that he, rolls in or wants to have a certain impression. And that's kind of, he's like liking what he sees so far and seeing that, maybe this is something that he wants to take to a next level, like commitment, maybe moving in, maybe getting engaged. But it seems like right now he's still in the transformation and still kind of building, and he still needs to maybe shed that free spirit a little bit more. So let's see her feelings for Brad. Three of Cups. So definitely she's feeling like they get along. Their social situations, at least, she feels like a connection with him. But I noticed in this deck, there's like this baby here. So maybe, it's the Two of Cups pouring into a third cup. Maybe she's feeling she wants to have a baby with him. I'm going to clarify this. We have here the Chariot. So she really wants to advance this, like, kind of, if it is more of a friendship, she wants it to like advance to something that is more like a victory in terms of the relationship, maybe a baby. I'm going to go ahead and pull one more card. Ten of Cups. All right, so that is that concept of happy ever after. So like basically it could be, they've been dating, they're getting along well, and she is kind of feeling she wants this to advance where they are a couple and they have, maybe have children. In the traditional Ten of Cups, there's like a couple that are looking up at a rainbow of cups and children dancing around them. So let's see where Brad wants this relationship to go. We have the Eight of Pentacles. He wants it to advance. He wants it to work. I'm going to clarify this. Wheel of Fortune, but it's almost as if he wants it to work, but he's also accepting of that it might not. She's her own person. Things might change. So let's see, where does Enos want this to go? Well, do I want all of these cards? I'll just take a peek. Knight of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, 7 of Swords. Just going to take a peek. I'm going to stick it back in, and let's shuffle this up. Well, considering this Ten of Cups flew up onto the continue card, she probably wants it to go into like keep building and become like more committed, but I'm going to pull a different card. Well, the Knight of Pentacles wants to come again. So she wants it to build for their future. She wants it to kind of be something that they work on together. So it's recognized as, recognized in the material world. So let's get into Brad and Jennifer. So why did Brad want to be with Jennifer? Queen of Swords. So he saw her as someone who was kind of like honest about what she wanted, about who she is, and maybe like felt that her making like the decisions for them, like he felt a sense of like safety. So I'm gonna pull this other card. We have here the Magician. So it seems like he kind of wanted to almost like learn her skills and talents in making like good decisions about her life, like how she was seen. And I'm just drawn to the fact of this person's like head coming out of this flower and seeing, well, this head kind of looks like this magician head. So yeah, it's like almost like he wanted her honesty and her like feedback so he could become, better at life, making things happen in his own life. So let's see why Jennifer wanted to be with Brad. Nine of Cups. So interestingly, in the Nine of Cups, there's usually one individual alone, reflecting like them being content and fulfilled and satisfied with their own life and having the ability to kind of share the happiness and joy with others. But here there is another person. So it could be that Jennifer was at a point of her life where things were going well, she was feeling happy and wanted to share that with someone. But let's see why it was Brad. We have the Death card. Okay. So it could be that like he presented something different for her. Like maybe she saw that he was somehow maybe not challenging her, but helping her see things in a different way. I'm going to pull another card. We have the Sun. So yeah, like seeing things in a different way where he was like opening her eyes to new things, like, enlightening her about some aspects of life that maybe she just ignored, didn't have experience with before. So let's see what ended the relationship for Brad. We have here the Six of Swords. So it could be that they had like disagreements, and he kind of wanted to move forward. Just things had been rocky. I'm going to see what else. We have here the Emperor. So to some degree, it could be that like either Jennifer had too much, like she was like too much in charge, and he kind of was like, see ya, I need to be like this free spirit and do things. Or like to some degree, he didn't want to have the responsibility of, being her husband, or, to make the decisions, the clear-headed decisions that she was used to making. So let's see what ended the relationship for Jennifer. The High Priestess. So it could be that she felt he was hiding things. Got the secret syrup, that Brad was hiding things either from himself or from her. Let's see what else we have here. The Devil. Interesting. So either hiding his like addiction, need for his need to give in to temptation, or either recognizing that there was someone else or something else that was drawing his attention. So let's see Brad's feelings for Jennifer now. We have here the Two of Pentacles. It's almost as if like he recognizes she did what she could with, what she had to work with. And with this child here, it's almost like I feel like he was a little bit maybe immature, not sure of himself and what he wanted. And she was kind of trying to balance being a wife and maybe his mother. And yeah, so let's take a look at Jennifer's feelings about Brad now. We have the Justice card. So it's like, she kind of feels that like almost not emotionless, but kind of feels like that happened. I did that. We got in a relationship. It didn't work out. And that's kind of like the cut and dry of it. So it's funny because it's like we started out with the Queen of Swords, and it's kind of like ended with the Queen of Swords. Just like it was a decision I made to get into this, and like, how she, how she feels about him is like that was my decision. So let's get into Brad and Angelina Jolie. So why did Brad want to be with Angie? Ace of Pentacles. He wanted something new. This was like something he thought would really like bring things to a different level. So I'm going to clarify that. The World. Yeah. So basically kind of it was advancing his entire viewpoint of life. It was like a new journey. It was like she was a new treasure, like a new opportunity for new experiences overall, new sense of pleasure overall. So let's see about why Angelina wanted to be with Brad. Knight of Cups. She could not resist his charm. She thought he was just the cat's meow. Maybe thought he was like sensitive and caring, creative. Just overall, just like a charming man and handsome. So let's see what ended the relationship for Brad. We have the Tower here. So there was some kind of belief. Maybe it wasn't everything he thought it would be. Maybe, the experiences he had with Angie weren't as amazing anymore. And let's take a look at like, what was it that like, kind of like what belief did he have that like wasn't stable? We have the Hanged Man. So it's almost like he was thinking like this would be an amazing adventure with her, and he just felt like he was tied down. Like he couldn't really be himself. He couldn't be this free spirit. He couldn't, he maybe believed that this was going to be an amazing transformation and an entire new level. And he felt even like, even more unsure of himself and his direction. So let's see what ended the relationship for Angie. We have here the Star, which actually comes after the Tower. So it's kind of like she is like seeing things clearly, getting a sense of like balance, and recognizing like that she has like a better future without him. I'm going to clarify the Star. We have Judgment, which is kind of like releasing up things that no longer serve her. So basically it could be that she shared this like Tower experience with him. Tower is like a sudden shock to the system. And there is that kind of report that their relationship kind of ended after a plane ride where supposedly Brad was either drinking or doing drugs or both, and became abusive either verbally or physically or both to her and her son Maddox. So it could be like that was that Tower moment for the both of them, and she was just like, I need to kind of move on. I know like my part in this, and I just want to kind of shed that. But I'm going to go ahead and pull one more card here. Queen of Cups. Okay, so basically she needed to be someone that was nurturing and caring, and there for her children. It's almost like she recognized she can only give so much love, and either Brad was going to take it or he was going to throw it back in her face. So let's take a look at Brad's feelings for Angelina now. We have the Strength card. So he feels like she did what she needed to do to be that like mama bear, mama lion, and kind of she needed to kind of move herself and the kids away from him, and he understands that need to be done. I'm going to pull another card. We have the Empress. So that definitely that like mama bear, mama lion, the lioness. So he recognizes her strength, and he understands it. Maybe he even respects it. So let's see how Angelina feels about Brad. 8 of Cups. No, she knows that she needed to walk away from that situation. Still feels that he was someone she emotionally invested in, and kind of it is what it is, but she needs to move on from that. I'm going to pull one more card. We have here the 7 of Wands. So she needs to kind of she knows why she walked away from it. She still believes that she did the right thing and it needed to be done. And she may feel the need to kind of hold on to the reason why they separated in order to kind of show and demonstrate strength for her kids, so that they understand what she was doing. It's like she's almost holding on to the that concept of having to walk away and having to have this like their domestic situation or domestic abuse event, whatever that was, because the reports I've read, I'm slightly confused about what actually happened. But she needs that to be the center of her connection with Brad at this point, so that people around her, especially her children, understand why she needed to like stand her ground and kind of like do what, like leave that situation and make it a very like clear and slightly public event. So thanks for watching this special titillating edition of Tabloid Tarot. We'll see you next time. Take care.